Misses low. Good take on the curveball there. And this will miss as well. So he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now. And he lays off ball 4, and the leadoff man is on to begin the ball game.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner, and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
The breaking ball that time in for a strike.
Hey, I don't blame him right there, giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
Fielded cleanly. There's one on to first, and they get the double play, but boy, was he ever upended at second base. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Yeah, and if you're pitching, you better be aware of Crush Davis. He had over 20 runs batted in last month. Very consistent. A solid month, and I love watching him swing the bat. It looks like the focus and concentration is even better when he has runners in scoring position.
This one's down to third. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That long dart looks so good.
Oh, Gio, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Chris Davis. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. Slow curveball, like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 2. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Gray sets, 1-2 on its way. Fastball down near the shoe tops. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner.
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Orioles leave 1. Orioles nothing. Yankees coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
Year, real ugly ERA last year. He has a lot to prove to himself and to his teammates that he's a much better pitcher than he was last year.
Here comes Brett Gardner now as he'll lead things off in the home first.
Designated hitter, Brett Gardner.
First pitch of the at-bat. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
All right, Matty, they show up for game 1 of this road trip. They have to find a way to play a little bit better baseball. Coming off a recent homestand where they were only able to squeak out 3 wins, but at the end of the day, the way this team's been playing, 3 wins is a significant positive. So let's see how game 1 of this road trip treats them.
With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Giro, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Matty, this team has high batting averages up and down the lineup. Just great approaches, consistent ABs from top to bottom, and that's the reason they've been so successful this year.
On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away.
Batting third, first baseman, Greg Bird.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Hit in the air down the left field line. Mancini sprinting after it. A dive, and he brings it in. And on a fantastic play, the inning is over. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. Here's Jonathan Scope now. Career numbers against Sonny Gray. He's got 3 base hits in 18 at-bats. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. you still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Stanton is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And let's take a look at outfielder Aaron Hicks. Hey, some guys figure it out at 21, some guys figure it out at 30, some guys never figure it out. Aaron Hicks is one of those guys who has come into his own. He's dynamic on both sides of the plate from an offensive standpoint and has an absolute cannon in the outfield to go along with great range.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider. And a breaking ball stays outside.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
The 2-2 one more time. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. First pitch of the at-bat.
Mark Trumbo.
Weak chopper to the left side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Giancarlo Stanton now. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Left fielder, Giancarlo.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1.
Okay, I see where this guy's going, right? He wants to pitch backwards, a little 0-0 curveball. Don't be shocked if this hitter's sitting all over that same pitch right here.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. Gone! It's a solo blast off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton. 1 shy of the magic number now. 49 home runs thus far as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
You want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he did right there. That fastball was not sneaking by him.
Into the box, Aaron Hicks. Swings and sends it in the air out to left center. Mancini comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1. Digging in, Austin Romine. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. The 1-2. Here's a high pop-up. Davis waits on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And that'll bring up Tyler Wade. First offering on its way. And that misses for ball 1. Swing and a looper to left. Mancini coasts under it, and that retires the side. Digging in now, Colby Rasmus. As we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Colby Rasmus.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Batting ninth, catcher.
Stepping up now, Austin Barnes. First pitch coming, here it is. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
Behind 0-2 now. The 0-2 delivery. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. And that's out number 1. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in, and she'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Grassman, a runner at second with 1 away. Popped up. Wade is there, 2 down. So striding in, Tim Beckham, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Gray sets, first pitch on its way, fouled off. In the dirt here. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. High in the air out to center field. Hicks is under it. And that ends the inning. 1 left for the Orioles. Brandon Drury will bat next.
Leading off for the Yankees.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Brandon Drury.
0-1 the count. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Soft liner to the right side. 1 away.
Batting ninth, second baseman.
At the plate, David Torres. As you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Throw gets him, 2 down. Here's Brett Gardner now.
Designated hitter, Brett Gardner.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a ball line softly down the left field line. Foul. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him. And I doubt there was any intent behind that. Now batting, Aaron Judge. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
No doubt, this is a steal situation right here. 2 outs and the leadoff hitter on first. This is the time you roll the dice and hope he gets in the scoring position where he can get a hit to bring him home.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. And that one just missed outside. Just a bit low. Ball 3.
He drilled the previous batter, and now he falls behind 3-1 to this guy. The last thing you can do, though, is throw a fastball middle of the plate right here.
Mancini is going to have room out there as he puts this away. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Curveball looked at here for strike 1. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. Grounded to short. Wade right there. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Good pitch right there to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball as the result.
Here's Chris Davis now. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. In the dirt. It's 3-0 now.
No surprise here that they're working around this big boy. Certainly not going to let this guy tie the game up with something fat out over the heart of the plate.
3-1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And that misses as Davis will reach. It's ball 4. Here's Jonathan Scope now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Set and the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
Here's Manny Machado now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Machado, a native Floridian. He was a first-round pick back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And we've got a power guy versus more a finesse guy, and that's illustrated here. 96 versus just 90 miles an hour is the top 2 speeds. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Davis over at second. Scope at first. 2 out in the inning. And the curveball induces a big swing and a miss.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. Set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. A ball and a strike now to Bird.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Chopped in front of home plate. And there's 1 away.
Now batting.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. Got a hold of 1 and went yard in his first appearance in this one. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Two balls and no strikes. The count to Stanton.
This is the cat and mouse that I love right here. You take the pitcher deep last time up. Now you're 2-0 again. No way he gets a fastball.
The 2-1. And this is fouled at the plate. Here now the 2-2. High and deep to right center. Back goes Rasmus at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Standing in, Aaron Hicks comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a breaking ball over the outer half.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Breaking ball as this runs in on him, and he has to step out of the way that time. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Hicks now.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
Soft liner out toward left center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he didn't try and do too much. He took what the pitcher gave him, got the front foot down, and was able to fist feed a soft liner over the infielder's head for him.
In now, Austin Romine, as he lifts it in the air to right field. Scope ranging into the outfield. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on for him.
Into the box now, Tyler Wade. This is hit softly to third. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. Ready now for Baltimore, Colby Rasmus. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Colby Rasmus.
And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. The 1-1 home. Ground ball right into the shift. And he'll step on first himself for the out. That'll bring in Austin Barnes. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ball 1. Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. On to first, and there were 2 down. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Billy Hamilton. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
This guy's one of the best bunters in the league, but with 2 outs, I'm not sure that's a really good play right now. He might be forced to go ahead and swing the bat and try to get an extra base hit here with 2 outs.
Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. To right field and deep. Look at this thing go. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
Well, you really can't blame the man on the mound. He single-handedly kept them in this thing. But with one swing of the bat, we're all knotted up. Things are officially interesting, and we're in for a good finish in this one.
Tim Beckham stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. The 1-1 home. Just got a piece up the line. Foul ball, strike 2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 1-2. Sharp ground ball to third. Drury gloves it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Orioles able to square things up. Now at the plate, Brendan Drury. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Popped him up. Scope onto the grass. Makes the play, 1 away. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Brett Gardner. Last time up he was hit by a pitch. From the belt, kicks and deals. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Soft liner to the right side. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Not every ball's going to be hit on the screws right there. That one falls in front of the right fielder for a single. Found some green grass.
Here's big Aaron Judge as he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Down and away, ball 1. Drury on second. Gardner at first, 1 gone. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Drury rounds third and is digging for the plate. The runner from first crosses the plate. It's now 3-1.
Well, maybe the tables have turned a bit. Earlier in the game, the pitcher had his way with him, but he wins the battle this time, and in a big way. 2 runs on the board as a result.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. Left side, but well foul. No hits to this point. Ready with the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Lifted down the line in left. Mancini moves over. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Giancarlo Stanton now. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Here comes the first pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
This is the stuff that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing at that pitch out of the zone.
And a good eye as he lays off, and the count moves to 2-1 now on the Yankee left fielder. Chopped weakly to the left. Beckham loves it. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Leading off the inning, Trey Mancini, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
First pitch of the at-bat. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
2 balls and a strike to the Orioles' first baseman.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. And it's fouled away. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground at the left side.
Boy, talking about making a pitcher work, D-Row. 8-pitch at bat finally leads off to a base hit.
I got to be honest with you. After the 7th pitch, you start to get in auto swing mode. He could have thrown the rosin bag and he would have took a hack at it. So hats off to him. Not only battling for 8 pitches, but getting a result.
Ready on 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. In now for the O's, Manny Machado. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. 1-0 the count. Gray sets. Here's the 1-0. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
I love the fact that this batter continues to be aggressive, but after striking out twice already, maybe he's got to take a step back, see the ball a little bit deeper, and be willing to work deep into the count.
Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Orioles lead 1. And it remains a 3-1 ball game. Chris Tillman enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. First delivery to him on the way. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. Late swing at a slider for a strike.
Hey, from a pitcher's standpoint, sometimes the greatest pitch is the slider that backs up. He got away with that one, but he wants that thing to bury down the way.
Fastball swung on and missed for the 1st out. Ready once again, Austin Romine. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. And he takes a cold strike up and out over the plate. 0-2. Three runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. One and 2 to the Yankees catcher.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. And that'll bring up Tyler Wade. Attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Hey, he's looking to punch out the side right here. And if this guy's going to do him favors and swing outside the zone, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. One ball and 2 strikes to count. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. And now the designated hitter for the Orioles, Mark Trumbo. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And it's 2 balls and a strike to Trumbo. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. Bouncer up the middle. Wade ranges to his left. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Riding in once again, Colby Rasmus. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Chad Green comes on to pitch here with 1 man gone in the top of the 7th. First pitch coming, here it is. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Hey, this offense needs to get it going right here. Somebody has to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and get this team to start thinking past the baton mentality. They cannot continue to go up there and look like they have no game plan.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1 and 2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3 and 2.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Swing and a liner. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
A ball and a strike now. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. The throw to the plate. Play at the plate, and he's out. A great throw. 1 left for the Orioles. Score holds. It's 3-1. Brandon Drury will bat next. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck outside last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First offering on its way. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. To short. Machado has it. And that's the first out.
Now batting, second baseman.
Digging in now for the Yankees, David Torres. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Hit to short. Machado is there. Throw gets him. 2 down. Next will be the designated hitter, Brett Gardner. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
Sometimes you just got to laugh at yourself. Hitting's the hardest thing to do in all of sport. You take an ugly swing like that, take a deep breath, step out, smile about it, and get back in that box and try and do damage.
Hamilton will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Coming to the plate now, Tim Beckham. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. First pitch on its way. Missed with a slider. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Drilled down the line. And that's through for his first base hit in this one.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the third baseman right there, selling out to try and save extra bases for the pitcher, but it got through.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Tommy Kahnle takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. No balls and a strike to count. And that misses 1-1.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
To second for one, on to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. Into the box now, Chris Davis. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Takes a knee-high fastball. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
This is why this guy is so effective. He's able to pound the zone, get ahead in the count, and now he has so many options to go to. I really couldn't tell you. It's a flip of the coin as to what he's going to throw right here.
A little low. It's 2-2. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Orioles held in check there. They still trail it here. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Aaron Judge. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses, ball 1. Swing and a miss, 1-1. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. Greg Bird waits on deck. Oh, definitely a fastball swing there, but a good time for the changeup. It's full, 3-2.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup, or do you stay with the heater?
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Hamilton is after it. 1 away.
Up next for the Yankees.
Into the box now, Greg Bird. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Mancini has it in his tracks. 2 gone.
Up next for the Yankees.
Stepping into the box, Giancarlo Stanton. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First offering on its way. And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quickly, but I think they had a play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking 2 until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on the aggressive side right there. That had to be in the scouting report right there. You don't see too many breaking ball ambushes in the game. He had to know that pitch was coming.
Stepping in now, Austin Romine. He'll send the first one he sees on the ground to second. Throw on to first, and the Yankee threat goes by the board.
Your attention, please. Now
So with the
pitching
same
for the Yankees,
situation on tap, they'll
number
hand the ball
54,
over to a formidable force indeed. The very hard-throwing left-hander Aroldis Chapman fouled away. Chapman is one of those guys that just seems to be at his best under pressure. Runners in scoring position, tight game, tough hitters at the plate. That's when he's at his best.
One of the keys, Matty V, to being a good reliever is being able to pitch out of trouble. Trouble that's created by the pitchers before you, or sometimes you even have some mess that you put on yourself. Hey, regardless if it's a mess that he's inherited or one that he's created for himself, this guy makes good pitches when the game's on the line.
Manny Machado is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0. High in the air out towards shallow right. Judge is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Stepping in, Trumbo. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this will be a called strike 2. In trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch.
A swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up in knots, and the ball game is over.
Man, a hitter must feel hopeless against that kind of gas. That final pitch was a 100-mile-an-hour fastball, and this thing is over.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The New York Yankees, with their 95th win, tops in the division. Sonny Gray records win number 16 on the season. Aroldis Chapman earns the save out of the bullpen, his 47th of the campaign. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Yankees. 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors, so that's 6 men on base. For the Orioles,
Baseball from the Big Apple. We're at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Today, it's the second of this 3-game series between the Baltimore Orioles and the New York Yankees. Yankee baseball starts now. Jordan Montgomery will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
If you want to pick up a win as a starting pitcher, you have to go 5 innings to get the win, and that's just what he did in the last one. I'm sure he'd like to be out there for a little bit longer in this one.
Leading off for Baltimore, center fielder number 7.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, however, strike 1. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. They come in off another victory last time out, and now they're winners of 8 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V, we're getting a look at a really good team right here, D-Row. The only thing you hope they can do is to stay focused as the season winds down. They're a good team, and it looks like they could go a long way in the postseason.
Dan, I've racked my brain trying to figure out what's the best way to go in. Clinch your division early, be playing good baseball, meaningful baseball down the stretch to get into the postseason. Bottom line is it's an 11-12 game split.
Meanwhile, this ball is into right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases. And he's looking for 3 right out of the gates today. And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
And that triple could not have come at a better time. The team has really struggled the last few games trying to get over the hump, and they're looking for anything good to happen to them, and I'd say that triple definitely qualifies. They are fired up.
Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Here's a swing, and a bouncing ball hits a Gregorius at short. Only play is going to be at first, so that'll go as an RBI that brings home the opening marker of the ballgame.
Left fielder.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. A fastball that finds the outside corner. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Hey, D-Row, this is a pitcher's best friend. Matthew Ross, very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Yeah, and if you're pitching, you better be aware of Crush Davis. Really having a solid season. He's got over 100 RBIs on the year, and he's just flat out taking care of business this season. Don't be surprised if he ends up being a difference maker in this one, too.
Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. We'll move on to Kevin Gossman is on the mound for game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
Their ball club is going to have to keep a close eye on this one. This guy's nearing 200 innings on the season, and that's a lot of innings. A guy that takes the ball every 5 days. I'm sure they're going to watch to see if there are any signs of him tiring early in this one.
Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Aaron Judge. Power is a big part of his game, of course, entering the contest 5th in the American League home run race. And he goes the other way, but he got a lot of it deep down the line. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo home run there for Aaron Judge. Home run number 37 on the year, and the Yankees have drawn even now with 1 apiece.
Well, his offense spotted him a run in the top of the inning, and he just gave it right back. That's what happens when you plant one in a hitter's wheelhouse. Sent out of here in a hurry.
Batting third.
Into the box, Justin Bohr. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielder. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Gary Sanchez. First shot for him here, and with the season winding down, he's closing in on a league batting title. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. This is on the ground over to first. Davis has it. A flip to the pitcher covering, as that will retire the side. Here's Jonathan Scope now. He'll get us started in the top of the 2nd.
Second baseman, Jonathan.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Hit on the ground to short. Gregorius is there. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the 2nd.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
A ball and a strike now to Machado. Bases are empty, 1 man out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he lays off again, ball 3. Tim Beckham will be next. Here's a swing and a miss at the off-speed pitch. It's a full count now, 3-2.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
Full count still. Once again, a 3-2. And a good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Here's the two-seam fastball that bears in a bit too tight. It's ball 4. Now in the box, Tim Beckham. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. Pop high in the air. Montgomery with a little do-it-yourself play, and there are 2 down.
Batting 8, right fielder.
First offering on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Smoke toward the hole. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You can't teach that, Matty. The ability for a right-handed hitter to shoot a ball through the 3-4 hole, unmatched.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at-bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Next for New York, Giancarlo Stanton.
Leading off
set
for
to
the
lead
Yankees.
off the home half of the second.
Fielder,
Now here it comes.
Stanton.
Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
1-1 the count. So 1-1. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Hamilton going back at the track, the wall. Solo home run here off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton. So a milestone here. And even 50 home runs on the year now. And the Yankees take the lead. It's 2-1.
Oh, man, it's so rare to see a guy put up 50 dingers in a season, especially in recent years. Well, he just did. It's been incredible to watch. What a season.
In now, Adam Jones. So take a look at ball 1. 22 home runs on the ledger for him so far this year. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike.
Hey, that's a well-executed fastball right there at the bottom of the zone. If he stays there all day, it's going to make for a long day for the offense, unless they're willing to bend their legs and get down and create some different launch angle. He's on point right now.
A high fastball is in there. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Popped him up. Uh-oh, he missed it. Now another 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Three and 2 to the Yankees center fielder.
You can certainly tell at-bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center. Coming in is Hamilton. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. And let's spot shadow first baseman Chris "Crush" Davis. Doesn't get enough love for how soft this guy's hands are. Constantly picking middle infielders left and right. We get it. He's got power. But look for him to make a nice play on defense as well.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. His career numbers against Kevin Gausman. He has 9 base hits in 32 at-bats. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at-bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Here's Neil Walker trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Grounded back up the middle. Taken in by Machado. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Yankees do get 1 on the solo homer. Welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show as we're set to go here in the 3rd from the Bronx.
Center fielder number 7, Billy Hamilton.
Starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Liner towards second. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. So a leadoff single will be the start to their half of the 3rd.
Now batting.
Digging in the switch hitter, Reyes Torres. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. In there, 0-1. And he takes this one high, 1-1. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot. Trey Mancini hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Ground ball foul down the left side. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Fastball called for strike 2. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. Gone. He uses that short porch to an advantage home run.
Yeah, after this blast, the 3rd home run of the game, you could see why this place is known as a launching pad. Balls leave this place in a hurry, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see more before this thing is over.
Chris Davis stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. 1-1 the count to Chris Davis. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. Still only 1 out in the inning. Lays off. 2-2 now.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Now with the plate, Jonathan Stowe. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ball 1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Scope is exactly a .260 hitter. 2 out, nobody on. And ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
The 1-2. Now look out as this is whistled foul off to the right side. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And good take that time on a low breaking ball. 2-2 now.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Here's Miguel Andujar now. And you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. The throw into second. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out. Here's Brett Gardner now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. From the stretch. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. And that one got a piece of him.
Well, this home crowd didn't like this guy on the mound before, but now they really don't like him. He's gotten the baseball all worked up by hitting one of their best hitters early on in this game. And you can bet he's really going to hear it if he comes around to score.
Good lead off the second there. Now the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. On the year, Judge carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. The 1-0. Hit on the ground out to short. Machado has it. The second for 1. Back to Davis, and they turn the double play. So stepping in, Justin Bour, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hamilton is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job. So coming to the plate, Manny Machado. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. So with 1 away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters here in the 4th inning. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. Tim Beckham comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective. And that's exactly what he did right there.
Line to the right side. And that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer.
Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that retires the side. Leading off the inning, Gary Sanchez. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Catcher, Gary.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Ground ball left side. Defense set up perfectly. And that's out number 1.
Now batting, left fielder.
Ready now, Giancarlo Stanton. He's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around. Outfield shaded a bit to left center, the first pitch. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Swing and a hot shot toward third. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done. 2 gone in the inning now. Here's Adam Jones. Here comes the first pitch. Popped him up. Gausman in foul ground. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Fastball in there for a called strike. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Here's another 0-2. Grounder down the line at third. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance, Andres Torres. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. The 1-1 home. 1-2 now. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. First pitch coming, here it is. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Hold strike on the inside corner.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down the way.
To 1-2 now. The 1-2 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Gregorius has it. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. Now at the plate, Didi Gregorius. As we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. A shot down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Tough pitch to lay off. The slider stays high for ball 1.
Boy, that's a great take right there. He might have been frozen by that pitch, but it missed by just enough to give him life in this AB.
Still a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Again, a 1-2. Lifted in the air out to left. Mancini is under this one. One down. So digging in now, Neil Walker. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. One and one the count now. Fifth inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. Walker lays off there. It's 2 balls and a strike. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
He's had command of his pitches all day. Hasn't walked a soul. But we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
There's ball 4. Digging in for his second at-bat, Miguel Andujar. A base hit in his first trip. First offering on its way. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. Set to deliver the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Walker, the runner at first, with 1 gone in the inning. Misses, ball 2.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
A swinging bunt up the third baseline. And this is going to work out for him. It's an infield single to make it first and second now.
You know, Dero, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. Comes set, and the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. First and second now, 1 man out. Two balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
3-1 now to Brett Gardner. The 3-1 pitch. This one's flared toward left center. Mancini coming on. He can't get to it. This one's down. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third. So they're loaded now with only 1 away.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes there.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes this the other way to right. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. The relay throw, but he's safe at third as he's able to scramble back.
That's one of those tough luck outs that will drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball, but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. The 1-2. Line hard toward right center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. 1-run score. Now a third runner heading for the plate. And now he's able to get back into third safely as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
Yeah, he squares this thing up beautifully and blasts it through the gap all the way to the wall. Then the only question that remained was whether 2 or 3 runs were going to score. They held the runner at third, but that's a timely 2-run double.
Standing in now, Gary Sanchez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Looking at his career totals, Sanchez is working with a slugging percentage over .550, so there's no denying he's one of the premier power bats in the league. Ball 2 now.
Tough situation for him right here. I mean, he's got an open base, so he doesn't have to get into this guy, but there's definitely danger looming on deck, so you can't just completely work around him either.
I think he would have liked the green light there. It's 2-1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Now a hard liner towards short. But this won't get by the shortstop as he's there to take it in for the third out. So here's Chris Davis now.
Leading off for Baltimore.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Changeup in for a strike. Missed with a slider. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Gardner is there, and he has it for the first out. So striding forward now, Jonathan Stowe. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking the zone right here. He has a chance for a quick inning. He is not nibbling. Everything is catching those 17 inches.
4-3 our score here as we play inning number 6. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Here's Manny Machado now, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. Here's Walker for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Nothing. Mike Wright enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 24.
Giancarlo Stanton now. He'll do battle with a new arm out there in their half of the 6th. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Two balls and no strikes. The count to Stanton. 2-0 count. The pitch. 2 balls and a strike. The count. Liner toward right center. This will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out.
Number 21.
Into the box, Adam Jones. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. First delivery to him on the way. And a half-hearted swing there as he tried to go the other way, and it's strike one.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close, and he offered at it. I'm not sure right now if I'm the pitcher, you could probably throw anything you want up there, and this guy's going to swing at it.
Hit on the ground toward the left. Beckham fields it cleanly. On to Davis at first, and there are two away. Here's Didi Gregorius. He's bounced out and flown out in his first two plate appearances. First pitch on its way. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Grounded to short. Machado is there. Throw on to Davis, takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Fair to say, oh my goodness. Domingo Germán is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 63.
Digging in, Tim Beckham. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
2 balls and no strikes. The count to Tim Beckham. Big cut at the 2-0 slider, but he comes up empty. 2-1.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
3-2, full count. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. High in the air and deep to left center field. Gardner going back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. Around second now and headed for third. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And he will make it up to third base, as that is a gift there off of what was a terrible throw. Digging in and looking for more, Danny Valencia. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet. So this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. Popped him up. Sanchez shading to his right. Makes the play. 1 away. Now at the plate, Andrew Susak. He got under one and popped out his last time up. Jonathan Holder comes on to pitch here with 1 man gone in the top of the 7th.
Number 65.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that one just missed outside. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Beckham takes his lead at third with 1 away. And he struck him out. And wouldn't this be something if he could work out of this with that 1-run lead still in check? Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. Runner in scoring position with Cigar. A ball and no strikes. And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Gardner is there to make the catch, and a great job of pitching as they strand the potential tying run at third. Here's Neil Walker, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far.
Second baseman.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hamilton is under it. 1 away.
Now batting.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Hamilton is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Center fielder number 11. Brett.
So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Brett Gardner. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Weak grounder back to the mound. On to first, and they don't come any easier than that. A 3. Leading off the inning, Andreas Torres, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball one. Softly hit here to the left side. And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one. So the Orioles get their leadoff man aboard to start the inning.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
He's set. Here it comes. Skied into straightaway right. And there to put this one away is Jones, and that's out number 1. High game here. 4-3 our score as we take the opportunity to compare the performances turned in by the two starters. First offering on its way. Strike called. Now the throw down. He's way late, and he's in there easily at second. And low. It's a ball and a strike. Torres leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. 2 balls and a strike to the Orioles first baseman. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
And that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with only 1 away. So striding in, Jonathan Stope, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Dylan Betances is on out of the bullpen now as he gets to work in his 60th game of the season. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1, here it comes. Outside for a ball, 1-1. And he looks at one in there, 1-2. Now a Slurve's going to bounce up to the plate as he lays off it for a ball. 1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on bases. And he takes a look at strike 3 called. And that's as important as they come there. 2 big outs now. Here's Manny Machado now. Previous history against Dylan Betances, who hasn't had much success, just 2 for 11. He's taken him deep once. 1 ball, no strikes to count. To third. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Oriole threat goes by the wayside as the inning is over. Here's big Aaron Judge. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Missed with a slider. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Now the 2-0 home. Is swung on and missed, strike 1.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
To 2-2 now. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Beckham is under it. 1 down. Coming to the plate now, Justin Bour, who drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. This is in the air out to straightaway center. After it is Hamilton. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Up next for the Yankees.
Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Gary Sanchez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. And it's 1-1. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. That gets down and the inning continues.
Boy, Hero, there's a case of the outfield defense playing so deep that that ball looked like it was extra base hit all the way, but they were able to cut it off.
Not too many times I would agree. I'd love to hear your take on this as well. The no doubles defense, I kind of never understood it to begin with. I felt like the pitcher, if he can execute the game plan, he can keep the ball in front of the outfiders, but right there, boy, I was wrong. That worked.
Giancarlo Stanton now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. 2-0 to the Yankees left fielder.
Tough spot in the game right here. You have a very close call that doesn't go your way. This is when you have to really regroup as a pitcher and go out there and try to make quality pitches.
And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is. David Torres will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Number 25.
So with a safe situation on tap, they'll hand the ball over to a formidable force indeed. The very hard-throwing left-hander Aroldis Chapman. Austin Romine is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate. Popped him up. Romine moving to his left. 1 away. Standing in, Danny Valencia. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. Too low, 1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 is a fastball, not close. He's behind 3-0 now.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
First pitch coming, here it is. There's a fastball that just misses, ball 1. And the changeup is way low that time. There's a strike.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Billy Hamilton. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Now the Yankee Stadium crowd, 52,000 plus on their feet. And the Yankees have won the American League East.
4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The Yanks win for the 96th time, most in the division. Jordan Montgomery records his 14th winning decision of the season. Aroldis Chapman hammers down the save, his 48th of the season. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon, first for the victorious Yankees.